Moves in the odds. Kevin Hassett odds plunging. Here's what the president said just moments ago at the White House. Listen.
I see Kevin's in the audience, and I just want to thank you. You were fantastic on television today. I actually want to keep you where you are, if you want to know the truth. Kevin Hassett is so good. I'm saying, wait a minute. If I move him, these Fed guys, certainly the one we have now, they don't talk much. I would lose you. It's a serious concern to me.
So it would appear that his odds just went down of becoming the next Fed chair because Trump was praising him. Here's Kalshi.
Wow, look at that move.
And big move lower.
It's hard to make out there, though, but I see, okay, so Warsh,
The biggest
just
beneficiary
moved
would
up
be Warsh.
big.
Yeah, 59%. And Waller, I would think, would move up a bit on this as well if he's still in the running. You know, it's ironic. Kevin has been maybe auditioning on these television interviews, and he's doing such a good job that, you know, Trump makes the right call here, saying, well, the Fed speakers don't really do interviews, and they don't talk about our administration, and they don't talk about how good the economy is, so maybe we got to keep you where you are for communication's sake. Interesting that he let that out.
Yeah, that was. When do we know? Do we have a general idea of when we're going to hear this? Yeah.
Pretty soon. I mean, the one date we're watching is, so January 31st is when the Stephen Myron Fed governor role is up. And so the thinking was, and the reporting is, that he will announce his Fed chair as the new Fed governor in that spot to come into the Fed, even though they don't assume the role of chair until the end of May, which is when Powell's is over.
His chair is over, although he may stay on.
But they have this governor role to fill, and I think the thinking was that they were going to fill it with whoever's going to be the next Fed chair, and that's why it's really heating up, and why we could get, I mean, any day now, right, in the next few weeks, an announcement.
Anything we need to know about Warsh?
I mean, Warsh is obviously someone that the president likes. He's had a lot of experience. He's been a Fed governor before, and he's also worked in the hedge fund world and Druckenmiller, and has a lot of respect on especially the right side of the aisle. Look, in the past, some of his monetary views have been on the more hawkish side, which is interesting because he's definitely changing his tune now. And we know the president isn't going to appoint someone who's hawkish and wants higher rates. But he was critical of the Fed, both in monetary policy around things like QE, but also in the structure of the Fed, and we know that is something that resonates with a Secretary Bessent and a President Trump, who has also been just very critical around the structure of the Fed.
As you take a look at sort of the four candidates that we are aware of course, Mr. Warsh well in the lead when at least comes to these prediction
interviews
markets.
Are just too good. He's hurting himself.
He's a big defender of the administration, and clearly the president said he would regret if he left that role.